Hi everyone, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily all signs forecast for the collective. It is originally created for Monday, April 3rd. It is not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date, and it still makes sense to your situation, by all means utilize the reading. I do believe that readings can be timeless and find us when we need them. For those of you that are new, please check out my drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there, some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the channel, what decks I'm using, how to follow me on social media, or request a private reading either for my Instagram or Facebook page, and easy ways to support the channel. You can do that by hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell, because I do put up daily content, or sharing the video out, and leaving me a question or comment. All of that greatly helps. So I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning energy. If you hear me talking about cards that you don't see in this video, I'm referring back to that, and that populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video, so you can check that out. Alright, so let's see what the card is for today. So we have the Hierophant. This was actually in the bottom of the deck on Sunday's reading. Hierophant is card number 5 of the Major Arcana, right? 5s are about transition. Hierophant is a pillar card, a highly, deeply spiritually aware card. One that's of higher learning, higher spiritual wisdom, societal structures and beliefs. It's a deeply spiritual card, and it's interesting to me because we had, I want to say, was it the 5 of Cups? I don't remember. Yeah, it was the 5 of Cups, but in the midweek we have the Tower, right? In the Sunday reading. So I kind of feel like this is us getting ready to brace for whatever change is about to come into our life, or we may be already being aware of it with this Hierophant here, because the Hierophant is deeply connected and aware, but they're also very steady, stable in their wisdom, in their knowledge. I feel like this is us kind of bracing for the shift or the change that Tower is going to bring. I almost feel like we know what the Tower is, or we know what needs to change, and now we need to sort of maybe take action or stand in that truth or that belief through this Hierophant card. Hierophant is associated with the sign of Taurus, which is an earth sign, so we should be grounded, steady, secure in what we know to be true. This truth may be only our truth, though, in the sense that it may go against societal norms or what other people expect of us. So holding strong to that, standing behind that truth, or lifting that truth up is going to be key and important today. Really not letting go, standing by our values, what we believe to be true for ourselves. All of that would be sort of the Hierophant's energy. There's also, like I said, a deeply spiritual connection, and the angel wings on this woman definitely make me think of that. That we might be a little bit more connected to spirit today, to our guides, to our higher self, and trying to tap that wisdom to prepare ourselves for the transition of the Tower or the change that may be going on. I also feel like this could be a counteraction to the 5 of Cups that underpins this. So wherever we feel maybe emotionally upset or let down, standing in this Hierophant's truth, or this, spiritual higher wisdom, allows us to maybe see the bigger picture and let go of sort of any kind of, egoic or 3D sort of perspectives that we may have around a situation that is shifting or changing. I feel like the camera's a little bit out of focus. So I do feel like this is an opportunity for us to be true to ourselves. And, the grounding stone, it makes me think of the grounding stone this week, which is honor. This is also about honoring our own spiritual wisdom, our own truth, regardless of maybe what society says or what we've been taught from our parents or peers. This is about connecting to our own higher wisdom and standing in that truth and really owning it. Let's look at the Rose Oracle. So we have the Return, a new story, you decide, alignment, and it's coming together. So like I said, with this Hierophant card, it kind of feels like we're strengthening ourselves, or what's the word? Like shoring ourselves up, preparing for this change that is coming midweek. And to me, this return means it sort of speaks to this idea that we have a choice in how we respond to the situation. I think that we will respond correctly, obviously with the Hierophant's presence here. We'll respond in like solidarity, strength, wisdom, definitely spiritually connected. And then allow for the change to take place. Allow for things to, I don't know, like chips to fall where they may kind of energy, and being really truly okay with that. Returning maybe to oneself, honoring that sort of soul wisdom that's within ourselves, so that we can move through the change or the transition that's happening for us at this time. Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, which we saw in the weekly clarifiers, and the Ace of Wands. So there is a new spiritual idea, thought, connection, perception that we need to be connected to today, that we need to find within ourselves. It's definitely a source of inspiration. It may come out of nowhere. I think that this Ace of Wands is almost what's charging the Hierophant's strength. The Knight of Wands would be about taking that quick action when we are ready, or when we find we have the decision. The Seven of Cups would be about the battle between the emotional indecision that also underpins this with the Five of Cups. So we may be weighing our options at this time, trying to look at what is the best, answer or decision or best case scenario for a certain specific situation in our lives as it begins to change. But we're ready for those changes. We're ready to allow those things to change, and then to take quick action from a newly inspired place, hopefully releasing the confusion and the emotionality of it all. With the Five of Cups underneath this, with the Seven of Cups, it could be an not extremely, but it could be a very emotional period, or questions of how we feel come up. But our spirit is still speaking to us, right? Through the Hierophant, through the Ace of Wands, even the Knight of Wands, which is oftentimes associated with the fire signs like Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But it's about taking quick action. It's about finding the idea or the new thought, the new way of perceiving things, and then moving from there, moving away from this state of confusion, not allowing our emotions to get the best of us. And then, even if it feels impulsive, the action that we're taking, that's okay, because I think that it shifts us in some way. I want to look at this card again. It says, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. And this new story is also represented in this Ace of Wands, right? This truth, this shift that the Tower is presenting us with. So whatever is changing for us that maybe was seemed unexpected, we're rolling with the changes, and we're doing so from a place of what I feel to be spiritually strong, informed. It may be only our own information, our deepest information, coming from our guides or from our higher self, but we're willing to take action on it when the time is ready and when it feels right. We're willing to sort of clear away the mental clutter or emotional clutter, and choose the most, I don't want to say practical, but it seems like we will choose the best case scenario for ourselves, right? I feel really safe with this Hierophant card there. And the Ace of Wands is definitely new inspiration. So I think that we're definitely spending some time communing with our spirit and consulting that wisdom as we work our way through emotions we may have around a situation that isn't serving us or that has been giving us trouble. Let's go to the grounding stone. And so the grounding stone for today, all right, is Namaste. It's on a deep green aventurine, which to me goes straight to the heart chakra. Namaste is a greeting that means the God in me honors the God in you. And when I think about that, it's sort of like the Hierophant is that higher spiritual wisdom of knowing how to see the God in everything, right? To see the sort of divine within even situations that may seem adverse or challenging. I feel like we are prepared or ready to handle this and accept it and then take action. And again, back to that word that underpins for the week, honor whatever is being given to us, whatever change is being given to us from a place of spiritual strength, wisdom, solidarity. We're prepared to make the decisions as they come. If you don't believe that you are, you need to get into believing that you are, right? Tap into this Hierophant energy, connect to your higher source wisdom, honor the God in you, the part of you that is, a direct connection to spirit, and listen to that today. Help it to clear away any confusion that you may have or sadness that you may carry. That is your reading for the day. I hope that it makes sense. If it does, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a question or comment, share the video out, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.